Rashford. Goes round the corner. Danny Olmo can't find him. Oh, there's an awful challenge by Danny Olmo. Referee's played an advantage briefly, and then he's pulled it back for a foul. It was a rash tackle by Danny Olmo down here on Fran Garcia. Rudiger gives it back to Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid try and break up with a little triangle. Camavinga. They've lost possession again though. Bellingham couldn't keep hold of it. Oh, poor pass that time. Marcus Rashford's worst pass of the night. It's overhit. Looking for João Cancelo. And it's out for a goal kick to Barcelona. Trent Alexander-Arnold hits the big diagonal. Good ball. Finds Vinicius Jr. left-hand side. Vinicius Jr. will drive at Eric Garcia into the penalty area. Pulls it back. Shooting chance. Edge of the box. Shot wide. Tchouaméni from 20 yards out. Just opened his body up. He's trying to shape one inside the far left post of Juan Garcia's goal. Good idea from the 26-year-old Frenchman. Went about 4 yards wide with Juan Garcia's goal. Juan Garcia, 43rd Barcelona appearance. He's made 30 appearances in La Liga this season. .15 clean sheets, so 1 and 2. Would love to add to that tonight against Real Madrid. Bellingham to Vinicius Jr. No foul. Tchouaméni in possession just outside the centre circle to Rudiger. Antonio Rudiger just gives it back to Thibaut Courtois out to the halfway line where Trent Alexander-Arnold is on the right wing. Big switch again. This time to the feet of Fran Garcia. Garcia around the corner. Bellingham turns away from his man. Bellingham looking for Alexander-Arnold. Good ball. I don't know if Trent can keep this in. Actually, does really well. Keeps it in. Prods it towards the near post. But Gerard Martin was there under no pressure to clear it away. And the ball is all the way back with the Real Madrid defenders. And they build out with Camavinga. It's a good run from Brahim Diaz far side. He's got space on this side. Gives it to Fran Garcia. Fran Garcia with a cross. Crosses over everybody. João Cancelo made contact at the far post. Real Madrid have it back. Little spell of pressure from Los Blancos. Fran Garcia. Well, that's a poor pass. Rudiger's going to have to hurry under pressure from Fran Torres. Just about gets there. Gives it back to his goalkeeper. Antonio Rudiger. Not as quick as he once was. Another ex-Chelsea man. 33 years of age. He's the big German. Be looking forward to a World Cup with Germany. Be a lot of these players off to the USA, Canada and Mexico in the summer. Not very many days away now is the World Cup. Frustration for Fermin Lopez, who went to ground, wanted a free kick, didn't get one. Challenge was made by Trent Alexander-Arnold. He has a chance for Real Madrid, although the referee has brought a halt to that one. I think it's Gerard Martin who's gone to ground. Gonzalo Garcia. It's Pau Cabasi actually who's down. Gonzalo Garcia has caught him with an arm. Completely accidentally, but the referee has given the free kick. 36 minutes gone. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. Goals on 8 and 18 from Marcus Rashford and Ferran Torres separate the two sides. Barcelona have it. Pedri. Into Gavi. Gavi just steps away from Diaz. Gerard Martin had no options forward. Has to come back to Juan Garcia. Fermin Lopez tries to get away from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can't do so. And a busy first half as Trent Alexander-Arnold been in the action. 8 minutes to half time. Eric Garcia drops it back into his goalkeeper. Nice little half turn from Gavi. He's now chased back towards his own goal by Camavinga. Garcia out to Eric Garcia, and he has a chance. Oh, that's an absolutely wonderful ball. Rashford's in on goal. He has a chance for 3-0. Rashford's pulled it wide. Big chance for Marcus Rashford. It's a ridiculously good pass from Ferran Torres. Down the right-hand side. He's curled it around the defender. Yeah, I think Courtois got a little touch on that, you know. Oh, he has, yeah. It's only gone about 3 inches wide of the right-hand post. It's a really good save from Thibaut Courtois to prevent Barcelona being 3-0 up here. Corner kick. Far side. Rashford's going to swing it in right-footed. Chance at the back goes for Dani Olmo. Shoot! So just wide. He's cut across it with his right foot. He had loads of time and space. Couldn't quite get his knee over the ball. It just wouldn't drop. Seemed to take an age. When it came to him initially, he had about 7 yards of space. By the time it dropped, the Real Madrid defenders were closing in on him. And he put it wide. Big chance. Barcelona come again. Rashford's in the penalty area. Oh, I don't know what he's tried there. He's overhit the cross by 20 yards. That wasn't very good from Rashford. Hasn't done much wrong so far. Opened the scoring with that wonderful free kick on 8 minutes. First yellow card of the night is out. Camavinga has gone into the referee's book. Foul on Dani Olmo. So a yellow card for the Frenchman. Dani Olmo is stayed down briefly. Just a second yellow of the season for Camavinga. You'd thought slightly combative midfielder might have picked up 1 or 2 more. Was sent off in the Champions League, if you remember, against Bayern Munich for those 2 incredibly quick yellow cards. close together. On a forgettable night for Real Madrid. Free kick for Barcelona. Dani Olmo back on his feet. Marcus Rashford's over this. And whipping in towards goal. And it's far too close to Courtois, who instead of easily clutching it to his chest, went for the Superman dive and the two-handed punch. Did manage to clear his lines, and it's out for a throw into Barcelona. 3.5 minutes of the first, 45 to go here. And Hansi Flick could not have drawn this up any better, really. His side 2-0 up, coasting towards the league title. Real Madrid have played their part though. Made a couple of decent half chances. We'll be looking to score next, just to keep Barcelona honest here. Gerard Martin out to João Cancelo. João Cancelo with a long ball. Courtois will have to come out of his goal, and does. Lofts a nice little pass actually out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni back out to Alexander-Arnold, who is fouled. Dani Olmo puts his hands on his head and laughs at the decision. No, it's just that it was a dive from Trent. Real Madrid back underway with Raul Asensio. Asensio, who came into the team at short notice just before kickoff when Dean Houston was injured. Vinicius Jr. down the left-hand side, back to Bellingham. That injury in the warm-up to Højsund caught quite a few people out, me included, in the first 3 or 4 minutes here. Into the penalty area comes Camavinga, turns away, shooting chance. Scuffed somewhat by Brahim Diaz. Cleared away by Barcelona. Huge clearance all the way through to Thibaut Courtois. 90 seconds of the opening 45 to go. Barcelona leads Real Madrid by 2-0. Vinicius Jr. looks for an ambitious pass. The ball drops out the sky for Dani Olmo, who just hits an aimless right-footed volley. For Barcelona to pick up right-hand side. Brahim Diaz, slide and challenge. Good endeavour over there by Fermin Lopez. He blocked the clearance. Rudiger. Fran Garcia. Eric Garcia gets in with the tackle for Barcelona. Throw in to Real. In the hands of Fran Garcia, but it's given away. And Pedri brings it away for Barcelona. Just turns away from a couple of Real Madrid players. Happy to keep possession at this stage of the half for Barcelona. Shouldn't be too much added on time. I wouldn't have thought. The goals might be the largest amount of added time. 2 goals. Olmo out to Rashford. It's going to be 3 minutes added on here. Rashford, right wing, just over the halfway line. Dani Olmo in the centre circle, making little triangles with Pedri and Gavi. Pedri has it. Loads of space on the left-hand side for João Cancelo. Cancelo with a burst of pace into the penalty area. Cross is blocked at the near post by Raul Asensio. Brought away by Brahim Diaz, who wins a throw-in for his side on the halfway line. Did well there to get his team up the pitch. Gerard Martin made the tackle, far side. You've played 1 minute of the 3 added on here at the new camp. Barcelona fans have thoroughly enjoyed their title party so far. Everything going to plan here in Catalonia. 2-0 is the score. Rashford and Torres with the goals. Ball in the possession of Raul Asensio, who moves it out to the right hand side. And Trent Alexander-Arnold. Back in field to Rudiger. Long ball from the veteran defender, headed away by Gerard Martin. Picked up by Gavi. Gavi swaps passes with Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia plays it forward, where Ferran Torres has come deep to get the ball. And Marcus Rashford just back in his own half to his goalkeeper. Juan Garcia into the final minute of the 3. One last chance maybe for Barcelona to come forward, because there's space for Dani Olmo, who carries the ball into the Madrid half. Olmo. Back to Pedri, to Gavi. I think Barcelona then think better of going forwards. Just turn and keep possession. Ball out to the left-hand side. João Cancelo. Fermin Lopez. Infield to Pedri. Pedri, centre circle, back to Gerard Martin. Referee takes one look at his watch and blows for half-time. A half that has gone perfectly to plan for Barcelona. They lead 2-0 here at half-time, needing just a point to secure a 29th La Liga title. Marcus Rashford with a wonderful free kick on 8 minutes. Smashed into the top left-hand corner from 19 yards. It was 2-0 on 18 minutes. Lovely little back heel flick from Dani Olmo. Found Ferran Torres, who hit a rising drive from the penalty spot beyond Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid have got a couple of half-decent positions, but Barcelona in control of this one. Half-time at the new camp in La Liga. It is Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back to the new camp, everybody. It is half-time here in El Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Barcelona have 9/10 of possession of the Laliga trophy. They lead by 2-0 here, needing just 1 point to confirm their championship for the 25-26 season. First half goals from Marcus Rashford and Ferran Torres on 8 and 18 minutes are the difference between the two sides. Barcelona get us kicked off, attacking the goal away to our left-hand side here. 45 minutes away from a 29th La Liga title. Real party atmosphere, as you'd imagine, around the new camp. They feel like the trophy is theirs. In reality, it was only a matter of time anyway, but an extra bit of delight to be taken in the fact that they can win it tonight with victory over Real Madrid, and they're doing their part by leading 2-0. 62,213 here. Marcus Rashford drives down the right-hand edge of the penalty area, and it's clipped in by Eric Garcia, but too close this time to Thibaut Courtois. The goalkeeper makes the claim easily, and as he rolls it out, Dani Olmo fouls Tchouaméni. Free kick for Real Madrid. Real Madrid did okay in stages of that first half. Vinny Jr. thought he had a tap in at the back post, only to be thwarted by Eric Garcia. The best chance of the half for Los Blancos fell to Gonzalo Garcia. He put his shot wide from about 8 yards out. Probably should have done better. Two minutes of the second half gone. On the half turn is Ferran Torres. Out to Fermin Lopez. Barcelona just go back into their centre-half pairing of Martin and Kubasi. Rashford goes down the right-hand side. Rashford with the low cross. Courtois does well. Ferran Torres was arriving. Fermin Lopez was at the back post. Real Madrid can't clear. Ball into the back post for Fermin Lopez. Lopez takes it on his chest, tries to shape a shot beyond Courtois. Courtois made a little bit of a meal of that. He's fumbled it behind for a corner kick. It took a little deflection maybe. Wasn't the best bit of goalkeeping you've ever seen from Courtois, but he kept it out. It's going to be a corner kick to Barcelona. Second corner of the game. And Marcus Rashford will come across to this left-hand side to swing it in for Barcelona. Rashford to open the scoring way back in the 8th minute with a beautiful free kick in the top corner. And Rashford and João Cancelo just complaining about the proximity of a Real Madrid player. So they've gone long. Rudiger gets up at the back post and heads away. Ferran Torres shows good endeavour to win the ball back for his side. Barcelona have it 5 yards inside the Real Madrid half with Pedri. Pedri out to João Cancelo. A little 1-2. The chance for Rashford to escape down the left-hand side. Can't quite keep it in. And it's out for a throw into Real Madrid. Rashford was nearly gone. Rashford now back on the left wing. Swapped wings ever so briefly. I imagine just for that corner kick. Might head back across to the right-hand side. Him and Fermin Lopez have switched assignments a couple of times this evening. João Cancelo will take the throw in for Barcelona. Just gives it to Gavi, and Gavi drops it back into Gerard Martin. Gavi, just 21 years of age. The central core at the back there, Kubasi, Martin, Gavi and Pedri. Average age of just 22 between the four of them. So a bright future, 25-year-old goalkeeper in behind too. Free kick is given. A yellow card. Oh dear, and it's all kicked off a little bit here. Entirely unnecessary, and we are going to have, well, let's see if we can count. We might get to a 22-man brawl here. I don't think Thibaut Courtois could be bothered at his age to run 100 yards. And one of the Real Madrid defenders has walked off not getting involved. Raul Asensio is the man kind of at the centre of all of this. Yellow card is out. Let's see what the referee does here. The referee is going to show the yellow card too. I think he's got a few people in mind. He's just trying to track them down now as all the players have disappeared off in different directions. He's pointing at Raul Asensio, I reckon, is going to pick up a yellow card. And does. And Dani Olmo is going to be the Barcelona player. Fourth yellow card of the season. For Asensio. Just the first of the year for Dani Olmo. Olmo goes into the book. Back underway. Tchouameni is fouled by Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo is a little bit frustrated in there. Committed quite a few offences actually tonight. Maybe that yellow card was a little bit of a totting up procedure from the referee Alejandro Hernandez. Long diagonal into the penalty area. Bellingham has just miscontrolled it and then fallen over. Continues to lie star-shaped in the penalty area. It was a long diagonal from Trent Alexander-Arnold. This doesn't look too good here for Jude Bellingham. There's a lot of players motioning over to get the medical staff on pretty quickly to where Bellingham lay. He didn't move. And hasn't moved since he hit the deck. Tried to get on the end of a long ball. He's now back on his feet. It didn't look like anything happened. He's miscontrolled it. And he took a little elbow in the face. Again, accidentally. Eric Garcia was the covering defender. And as he's running back and trying to change direction, he's caught Bellingham in the face. Bellingham's acted like he's entirely unconscious. And that, I'm not sure about that, because there's quite a lot of people panicked and reacted to Bellingham. They were rushing and gesturing to get people over. And the entire time, there was absolutely nothing wrong with him. 8 minutes gone in the second half, and we've had a couple of periods of just plain old silliness here. Jude Bellingham is up on his feet. He's getting some attention behind the goal. I don't know what attention he needs. Game is back underway. Pau Kubasi into the centre circle. Swaps passes with Pedri. And now the referee stopped play because Jude Bellingham's just come on from behind the goal. And the referee's going to book him. Oh, this is ridiculous. Is he going to book him? Yeah, he is. Bellingham was behind the goal, came back on, but you're not allowed on from there. You have to come on the halfway line. So as the game was going on, Jude Bellingham was trotting his way back towards the action. The referee stopped the game, has booked Bellingham. in the first 10 minutes of this second half's been a complete waste of time. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. Barcelona closing in on a 29th Laliga title here. About to go 14 points clear. Ferran Torres, can he make it 3? Oh, good save. Left-footed save from Thibaut Courtois. Suddenly out of nowhere, Ferran Torres is one-on-one with Thibaut Courtois. From the angle, left-hand side, he hit the shot from about 9 yards out. Courtois stuck out a big left foot. Turns it away for a corner kick to Real Madrid right-hand side. Marcus Rashford's gone across. Third corner kick of the evening for the hosts. 7th in total. Headed away at the near post. Brahim Diaz was back there doing the defending. Barcelona have it back. Barsi switches it out to Fermin Lopez. Good ball. Lopez thought about running it. Trent Alexander-Arnold gives it back to Cancelo. And then Cancelo's pass is a bad one. He immediately apologises to Fermin Lopez. Seeing the replay of the Thibaut Courtois save. Did well, stuck out the left foot. Bellingham can't get hold of the throw-in for Real Madrid. Eric Garcia has it. Little 1-2 with Rashford. Garcia tries to get inside his man. Can't do so. Camavinga. Vinny Jr. steps away from one. Good defending though, and then Juan Garcia races off his line to clear. Read the game well there, did Juan Garcia, as Vinny Jr. tried to get in behind the Barcelona defence. Barcelona have historical bragging rights in El Clasico. 95 times these two have met before this evening. 44 wins for Barcelona, 31 for Real and 21 draws. Barcelona are about to extend that lead tonight. Foul on Gonzalo Garcia on the halfway line. The combination of Gavi and Gerard Martin. Ball into the feet of Vinny. Vinny's fouled from behind by Pau Kubasi. Kubasi just puts his hands on his head, the youngster. Well, Real Madrid have taken the free kick quickly and have immediately given the ball away. That's poor. Fermin Lopez on the attack. Forced backwards by Camavinga. Martin just spins and goes back to Juan Garcia. Juan Garcia, 25 years of age, all in orange, away to our right-hand side tonight. Completing his first season with the club, having signed from Espanyol, the local rivals here in Catalonia. There's not too many make that journey from Espanyol to Barcelona. Left-hand side for Real Madrid. And Vinny Jr. might have a little run now towards the corner of the box. He's got Kubasi back pedaling. Vinny's into the penalty area, going sideways. Brahim Diaz can't get the ball out from under his feet. Turned into the box by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but cleared away from Barcelona. Chance kind of wasted. They've still kept it alive. Bellingham out to the left-hand side. Gonzalo Garcia. Rudiger. Into the feet of Alexander-Arnold. Out onto this right wing for Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz tries to go around João Cancelo. Cancelo fouls him. And a free kick. In a dangerous crossing area for Real Madrid. João Cancelo did just put two hands on Brahim Diaz. Clock has ticked past 60 minutes here in the new camp. It's Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. Real Madrid need to score next to get back into this. Ball in from Alexander-Arnold is overhit. It'll be kept in over on the far side by Tchouameni. Tchouameni does well. Camavinga back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Thought about trying to measure in a cross again, but finds Brahim Diaz. Diaz back to Alexander-Arnold with a big switch to Vinny on the left-hand side. Vinny comes in field, cross in, low ball in. Caused a little bit of panic in the Barcelona defence, and Gerard Martin just shanks it over his own crossbar. And out for a corner kick. To Real Madrid. 5th corner of the game for Los Blancos. Real need a goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold is over there to take this. Left arm in the air is the signal. The referee just moves into the crowd scene in the 6-yard box to separate Dani Olmo and Vinny Jr. and everyone else who's in there pushing and pulling at each other. Swung in now by Alexander-Arnold, headed away, good defensive header. Ball played back in, chance at the back post for Bellingham. If the flag stays down, which it does not, Real Madrid went early back into it. Bellingham tucked it away from 8 yards. But the flag immediately went up, and let's have a little look. Oh, absolutely everyone's offside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Real Madrid players in an offside position. One of them was Jude Bellingham. Decent touch and finish. But offside, and we're going to see some changes from Hansi Flick. Frenkie de Jong and Rafinha will come on. Marcus Rashford goes off. The man who got everything rolling with his 8th goal of the season from that free kick on 8 minutes. The new camp rises to Marcus Rashford. And Dani Olmo will be the second man off. Dani Olmo, who got the assist for the Ferran Torres goal, his 8th assist of the season. He's off. The yellow card maybe plays a factor in that. So De Jong will go straight into Dani Olmo's position. And a straight swap is Rafinha for Rashford. Foul down this left-hand side. João Cancelo penalised again. Rafinha making his 22nd La Liga appearance of the season. Vinny Jr. might be in on the far side. Keeper comes out, just about gets there before Vinny. Vinny trying to lift it over the head of Juan Garcia. 11 goals for Rafinha. Rudiger just puts his body in between the ball and the man. Wins a throw in for Real far side. Courtois, right-footed clearance. Defensive header was won, picked up by Bellingham. Defended as well, though. That's really good from Gavi. And Gavi's carried on his run. Ferran Torres almost took it off Gavi there. Ball's dropped to Camavinga. Out to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz is away from a couple of players here. Good run from Brahim Diaz into the penalty area. And then absolutely unbelievable piece of defending from Gerard Martin to just step in front of Brahim Diaz. He celebrates that with the fans behind the goal as if it was a goal. As Brahim Diaz had done well to step away from a couple of Barcelona players and was then driving on into the penalty area before the intervention of Gerard Martin. It's out for a goal kick to Barcelona. Ball is passed out from Juan Garcia. Barcelona come forward left hand side. Fermin Lopez comes in field. Pedri just drops it back in to Gerard Martin. João Cancelo. Fermin Lopez slipped as he tried to take that on the half turn. Camavinga got a foot in. It's a throw into Barcelona. Right down in front of Hansi Flick's technical area. Eric Garcia. Gerard Martin. Fermin Lopez off the ball. Ferran Torres has gone down, but Lopez has carried on. Then drops it off to Pedri. Pedri finds Rafinha. Rafinha tries to beat a couple of tackles. Challenge on the edge of the box. It's one back. Free kick given to Real Madrid. Sliding tackle, I think, was from Frenkie de Jong, trying to win the ball back for Barcelona. 67 on the clock. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. 23 minutes away from the confirmation of what we've known for a while. And he has a chance. Ferran Torres, edge of the box. Rudiger gets across. Good defended. One back though into the penalty area. Fermin Lopez. Really good tackle this time from Raul Asensio. Cross back in. Poked. Goal went by Rafinha. And I think the last touch has come off a defender. Barcelona want the corner kick. Fran Garcia came across from fullback. Several half chances in a row there. Really good tackle in there was from Raul Asensio. A few shots we're seeing of all the Real Madrid dignitaries. All enjoying their evening of glory in the posh seats. Ball at the feet of Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni's gone under the radar tonight, acquitted himself quite well. Has been under the spotlight this week for his involvement in the fracas with Federico Valverde. De Jong gets the high press on. Sends the ball back to Courtois. Rudiger out to Fran Garcia. Camavinga. Barcelona are pressing Madrid here. Trent Alexander tried to step into a midfield area, but Camavinga didn't see him. Camavinga has it again. He's tried to switch it out to the left-hand side, and eventually Barcelona are going to win this ball back. But Madrid just couldn't make any inroads. Real Madrid will try again. Big switch from Camavinga, looking for Vinny. Vinny tries to get away from Kubasi, heads towards the left-hand corner flag. Vinny Jr. still twisting and turning, and no foul given. Vinicius Jr. has thrown himself to the ground. Eric Garcia finds that all very funny. No free kick. I think Vinny's less amused. He's barely had a sniff tonight, Vinicius Jr. Camavinga is going to be replaced. First substitution of the night by Alvaro Arbeloa. So Eduardo Camavinga is off. And he's going to be replaced by the number 45 for Real Madrid, who's Thiago Pitar. So Pitar is on. Straight swap. We're going to the centre of midfield. Pitar, just 18 years of age. Eighth Laliga appearance of the season for the youngster. He's got 20 minutes to show what he can do here in El Clasico. Barcelona on the attack, left-hand side. João Cancelo into the penalty area. Back to Fermin Lopez. Support from Gavi. Fermin Lopez again. Pedri. Gavi. Just inside his own half is Gerard Martin. That tackle from Martin on Diaz and the subsequent celebrations, I think, tell you what a clean sheet would mean to Barcelona tonight. Here comes Rafinha. Can't find a pass. Left hand side of the penalty area is Fermin Lopez. Clever pass from Gavi, almost too clever. It was too tight. Real Madrid can't clear it though. And it's picked up by Fermin Lopez. He's happy just to slow things down for Barcelona. Oh, loose pass. Oh, heavy tackle. Here come Real Madrid. Gonzalo Garcia drops it back in to Rudiger, left hand side for Fran Garcia to make a run. Fran Garcia stepped away from a couple of Barcelona players. Not much in the way of support though. It's out on the right hand side now with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Poor pass from Tchouaméni. Gets a second chance. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Bellingham's going to drive towards the edge of the box. Nearly breaks for a couple of Real Madrid players. And eventually it's put out for a corner kick. Last touch came off Eric Garcia. And it's going to be another corner for Real Madrid. They're winning that battle tonight by 6-3. So there's something. This one will be on the left-hand side. None of these set pieces have really amounted to much. They've been pretty poor in truth. Trent Alexander-Arnold again. In towards the near post. That one's better. And it's headed onto the roof of the net. Tchouaméni was up at the near post. Challenged by Rafinha. I think Rafinha's got the last touch on that. Indeed he has. It's going to be another corner kick to Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold comes all the way across to the other side, the right-hand side. This will be an away swinger. Bounces around the edge of the 6-yard box, hacked away by a Barcelona defender. Trent tries to win it back. Can't do so. Break might be on here for Barcelona. The referee's blown his whistle here because half of the players are still playing and half of the players aren't. Referee stopped his game as Trent Alexander-Arnold has stayed down after he was held at arm's length by João Cancelo. It was strong defending from João Cancelo. Had a good game tonight. One of the veteran presence is currently the oldest player on the field for Barcelona, João Cancelo, at just 31. This is a young side. Barcelona fans enjoying themselves here. 15 minutes away till they will be confirmed as La Liga champions. Real Madrid trying to put a stop to that, though. They've got a chance on this right-hand side. Brahim Diaz cross is blocked at the near post by João Cancelo. In fact, it was Gerard Martin who got the block in. Another corner kick to Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold comes across to take this, but break in place, substitution to be made. Multiple substitutions to be made by Barcelona. Robert Lewandowski will replace Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres scored the second goal this evening. Lovely rising half volley from 12 yards out. He's replaced by the veteran Polish striker, Robert Lewandowski. And the number 22 for Barcelona is on. That is Marc Bernal. And Marc Bernal replaces number 6, Gavi. So again, like for like, into the centre of midfield. Corner kick. Alexander-Arnold towards the near post, cleared away. Barcelona try to break, defensively covered by Raul Asensio. Barcelona have it, Eric Garcia. Offside given against Rafinha, as Rafinha came back to try and retrieve the ball, but he did so from an offside position. Long ball by Asensio, looks for Bellingham. It's going to drop to Vinny Jr., edge of the penalty area. Vinny Jr. tried to get his shot off. Looks like he stubbed his toe. He's still going, Vinny Jr. And the referee's pulled him back for a free kick. Vinny Jr. has had one of his more frustrating nights this evening. It's never really looked like adding to his 15 league goals, has the 25-year-old Brazilian. It's been an ever-present Real Madrid in this La Liga campaign. Changes to be made for Real Madrid. Brahim Diaz is off, as is Gonzalo Garcia, and he will be replaced for Real Madrid by Franco Mastantuono, wearing number 30, and Cesar Palacios, wearing number 38. 3 changes made now by Arbeloa. Barcelona have made 4. Ball is back at the feet of Thibaut Courtois. Played up the left-hand side. Back into Courtois. Mastantuono, just 18 years of age. The Argentinian yet to score or assist off the bench yet this season. This is his 20th La Liga appearance. Has 1 goal. Cesar Palacios, just a 4th appearance for the 21-year-old. Barcelona have it. Cancelo steps away. He has a chance for Barcelona. Fermin Lopez. Ball is played just in behind Lewandowski, left-hand side. Pau Kubasi. Barcelona slow it down again. We've got 10 minutes to go here in the new camp, where Barcelona are going to be crowned La Liga champions. They lead by 2 goals still here They will stretch their lead to 14 points at the top of this La Liga table. Trent Alexander-Arnold is fouled by Fermin Lopez. Oh dear. Trent Alexander-Arnold wanted to get at Fermin Lopez there. Rafinha stood in the way. Trent shoved him in the chest. Rafinha went down as if he'd been shot by a double-barreled shotgun. All entirely unnecessary. And the upshot is Rafinha and Trent Alexander-Arnold will both be booked by the referee, Alejandro Hernandez. Six bookings now on the night. That's a fourth booking of the season for Trent Alexander-Arnold. I have no idea what Rafinha's complaining about. He got two hands in the chest, but hit the floor as if he'd been run over by a tree. So I have no problem with the yellow card for ungentlemanly conduct. We are back underway, thankfully. 8.5 minutes to go of the 90. Real Madrid on the attack. Can they make one chance? Set us up for a big finish here at the Nou Camp. No, they lose possession. Lewandowski, Rafinha, towards the edge of the box. Chance for Rafinha. Beats a couple of men, shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Save made by Courtois. Rafinha had options all around him. Save made by the Belgian. Barcelona back in possession on the halfway line. A little spin away by Bernal. Marc Bernal, just 18 years of age as well. The average age of this Barcelona team, if it wasn't for Lewandowski, who's just added a couple of years on, the 37-year-old veteran. But Marc Bernal, the youngest player on the field currently. Seven minutes to go. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0. Marcus Rashford opened the scoring way back in the 8th minute. Ferran Torres made it 2 on 18. That's all the scoring so far. Not a huge amount of very clear chances after that, in all honesty. Long ball forward, looking for the run on the far side. And Frankie de Jong into the penalty area. Lewandowski onto his left foot. Good save by the goalkeeper. Wasn't the best finish from Robert Lewandowski. It's a great run from Frankie de Jong and a beautiful pass from Bernal. Lewandowski's trying to drag it back inside of Courtois' near post, but hit it too close to the goalkeeper, who made the save, and it's out for a corner kick for Barcelona. Fourth corner of the game for the hosts. 12th in the match. It's overhit by Rafinha. Just got a little bit too much on that. The adrenaline pumping. One bounce out for a goal kick to Real Madrid. Disappointing season coming to an end for Real Madrid. Ball at the feet of Marc Bernal for Barcelona. Right hand side, inside their own half. Back to Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia. Pedri turns it back around the corner. Martin had to step in. Loose pass. Madrid have it. Here's a chance for Madrid. Now then, Shooting opportunity. Oh, it's smashed over the crossbar. That's really poor. By Palacios. Just rushed it slightly. Wouldn't drop for him. It's a bouncing ball. Wanted it to drop on that left foot. He could sense the defenders getting back. So he swung through it and sent it way over the crossbar. One of the better chances of the second half, that for Real Madrid. And it fell to Cesar Palacios. He can't get the shot on target. De Jong. Forward. Into the penalty area. Rafinha. Defended as well. Challenge made by Fermin Lopez. Barcelona still hunting in packs here. We've got a beach ball on the field over on the far side, which Fran Garcia is going to collect. Fermin Lopez is down on his back. Jude Bellingham is also carrying another ailment. Three and a half minutes to go. The Barcelona fans rise and the scarves are being twirled. They know what's coming. They know confirmation. But the 29th Laliga title is just minutes away. Barcelona are making a substitution. Fermin Lopez is going to go off. It's going to be replaced by the number 3, Alejandro Balde. Back underway, Rudiger long. Out to this right hand side. For Mastantuano. Not seen much of any of the Madrid substitutes since they came on, really. Mastantuano, Pitarkin. That one chance for Cesar Palacios. Barcelona have a throw-in, which they've just gone backwards. Kubasi gives it to Garcia. Martin. Martin goes back to Juan Garcia. Bernal turns it out to Eric Garcia. Frankie de Jong's come deep. Rafinha loses out. Real Madrid have it. Is there a consolation in this for Los Blancos? Tchouaméni. Out on the left-hand side, Vinny Junior's beaten the offside trap. Pulled back to the edge of the box. There's no one there. Cleared away by Pedri. Rafinha keeps possession. And the break might be on here for Barcelona. Rafinha just checked his run there as Frankie de Jong tried to thread the needle. De Jong has it again. Again tries to thread the needle, this time for Lewandowski. He made a run in a different direction. Courtois heads out towards the corner flag and marshals it out. Seeing some shots of the Barcelona players who aren't involved tonight, who are getting prepared for the celebrations. They're all kitted up underneath their tracksuits, etc. There's 20 seconds left to go of the 90 minutes. And you see how much added on time before Barcelona will be crowned La Liga champions here. Barcelona bench is ready to explode onto the pitch. Very much celebration time now. The clock has gone past 90 minutes. And the referee is not adding any time on. full-time whistle goes. That explosion does happen both off the bench and in the stands. Barcelona are confirmed as your 2025-26 La Liga champions. It's a 29th title for the team from Catalonia. Head coach Hansi Flick gets a handshake from Alvaro Arbeloa. They've won tonight 2-0, which confirms the championship. First half goals from Marcus Rashford and Ferran Torres have been the difference tonight, but in reality the difference has been stark all season. Barcelona are the champions. Full-time whistle here at Nou Camp, and it is party time in Catalonia. Full-time score, Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.